Wynncraft, the Minecraft MMORPG, a game filled to the brim with thousands of unique items and endless ways to combine their abilities. While skill points are important, the vast majority of your character's power comes not from natural ability, but rather the gear that they wear. So, what if we eschew that? In this series, I'll be foregoing the use of armor and weapons that are any tier above normal, instead relying solely on mundane equipment and keyboard mashing to progress my way through Wynncraft until I take down one of the premier challenges in Wynncraft, the Tower of Ascension, by myself. Welcome to the Innate Hero Challenge, and I hope you enjoy. So we've been able to complete a couple of Lost Sanctuary runs. I believe we leveled up a few times. And so now it is time to go back to Nemract in order to work on some of our quests. Now it's time to do the Underworld Crypt dungeon quest and finally get access to this place, which will probably take us up to about 30-ish. So let's just get through the dialogue with Kraken here. He's going to say, go collect a ruby, I think, or something along those lines. Now we have to go to a house over here. Let's head into this house and hope nothing bad at all happens. Oh no, look at that. Tragedy struck. Who would have guessed? So I think what we have to do now is, wait for that dialogue and then go deeper into this area here. I want to try to get the ruby, but oh no, we fell. And now we have to go grab the final ruby right here. If I right click on it, I think with an empty hand. There we go. And yeah, that's about it for this quest. So now we just have to wait to get teleported, I believe, out of this area, or yeah, I think we have to run down here probably. So without the full bright that I had on, this is actually a pretty spooky little area. You kind of just have to run around the path, follow this, and yeah, we got thrown out of this area, falling, and we're back to the dungeon here. Now he's gonna open his door for us, Sharon that is, and I think he'll let us out. Yeah, he's gonna let us go. Cool. And the last thing we have to do, get the ruby and talk to Kraken right here. Where are you, Kraken? Here we go. Okay, so Kraken's gonna say some stuff. He's gonna take the ruby and our quest is going to be complete. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this quest. So it's been a hot second since I recorded anything for this. I checked my recording history and I think the last time that I did any footage was about 2 months ago. So, been a while, although I'm very glad to be back. So where we left off was we finished up the Dark Descent quest, and now we have access to the dungeon. So we are going to go run that. Now, I have a couple different items in my inventory that I probably need to sort through eventually. Let's see, is this any good? No, this is terrible. This is also terrible. Not really gonna need that right now. And we have, just a full inventory of pots, because, why not? Now, I don't actually need to run this dungeon since, well, there's nothing worth getting from here. But I am going to do it regardless, because I would like to have some, free XP. So yeah, let's go ahead, run this dungeon once, and then I will meet you guys afterwards. That was pretty simple. Just, I guess, wait for Kraken to do all the work for us. And we did get a couple pots out of that. We got some emeralds and a new weapon, which hopefully we can use pretty soon. Other than that, though, not much in the way of rewards. I don't even think we leveled up once, which is kind of sad, but I mean, oh well. It's kind of getting to the point where we're slowly starting to not be able to level up like once every single dungeon. So it looks like we're working with about 22 emerald blocks right now, which is great because that'll give us options for, well, to be honest with you, I don't even really know what to do with these 22 emerald blocks. I'll probably spend it on buying stuff from the trade market, but, you know, I just don't really see what we can do with it right now, so, yeah. There is, however, one quest that I want to go do, and that is the stable story quest, because that'll give us access to a horse, which is, well, just so useful. Really, I just don't want to walk around anymore. I would much prefer being able to actually ride around on a horse and not have to burn up my sprint bar. So let's just pick up a Debtless scroll for about 48 emeralds. Man, that is a scam. That is an absolute scam. But I mean, whatever, I guess. You know, he's got to feed his family some way, right? So let's head over to Debtless now and go start the quest, which should be located around here, if I'm not mistaken. Here we go. It is right here. Let's talk to Enxer. And I'm really grateful that they've made the quest a lower level quest now, so it's no longer level 30 something, it's level, I think, 13. And, you know, this just makes it easier for people to... What the heck? Huh? Well, that's not supposed to drop right now, but anyways, as I was saying, it makes it easier now to get a horse and kind of have that leveling up from the get-go. As opposed to if you're a new player, you have to wait until level 34, and then you have to slowly level it up from that point, and it just is really annoying. You know, I'm kind of grateful that we have access to the horses at such a low level. And I also do want to remind you guys, this is not an Iron Man playthrough, so I do have access to the bank, I have access to the trade market, I have access to everything else. It's just not going to be as useful as it would be to someone who's not playing normal items only because, well, you know, I can't really buy anything off of the trade market. I'll probably use the trade market mostly for powders since those are going to be kind of hard to come by. But yeah, I'm going to try to find things on my own as well, just because I feel like it'll be more fun that way. Let's just jump down into this area over here where we're going to have to beat up an angry cow. I don't know why that is, why we have to beat up the angry cow, but I guess society ordains that we must beat up angry animals in order to recover lost horses. Well, that was a pretty fast fight. I guess we just beat him up, get the stable key. And who are you? Oh my, oh, you're mad. You're mad, huh? Alright, I guess we're just gonna beat you up and some free XP. So now let's talk to Enxer with the key and get ourselves a horse. Good stuff, good stuff. So this fella is kind of slow right now. No faster than walking, to be honest, but yeah, it's better than nothing. Now I think the best course of action is probably to go grind out some spiders for a little bit, since I do want to level up quite a few times, and then I want to be able to unlock the next dungeon. Here we are at the Mount Wynn. Jesus Christ, that is a lot of spiders. Here we are at Mount Wynn. It's a lovely day, and that's a lot of spiders that are after me. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need to try to get on top of one of these pillars here. Go, just gotta totem up. It says I didn't throw a totem down, which is, no, I'm not sure why that is. And now we just sit here and grind for a while. Probably gonna go ahead and throw a totem down so I can spawn more of these bad boys, but yeah, I mean, grinding as shaman is pretty straightforward, and it's actually one of the main reasons why I chose this class. Before I do anything else though, I do want to head into town first just to powder my weapons to do a little bit more damage. The interesting thing about defense in this game is that it actually improves damage as well. So each point in the defense skill will reduce any damage you take and increase the fire damage that you inflict. So essentially, if I powder my weapons with fire powders, I can actually do quite a bit more damage, just because one, some of the damage will be converted from neutral damage into fire damage, which is converted, of course, into more damage by the defense stat, and two, it also does a little bit more damage against fire-weak mobs, which I believe the black set spinners actually are, so that's going to be really useful. I'm just going to powder my level 30 weapon because I'm about to start using it anyways. And then, yeah, let's head back to the spiders and start grinding to our heart's content. We just grinded up to level 35 thanks to a couple double XPs and, you know, just Mount Wynn being overpowered. So I replaced my weapon with a flawless light oak relic, which is level 33. And it doesn't have powders, but it does have better DPS. And we also got a new pair of gold leggings. So what I want to do now at this point is head back over to Debtless and pick up some gear from the trade market, and then we're going to go and challenge the Sandswept Tombs a couple of times just to get some levels. But also I may want to get into some professions just to make sure that I can get consumables, which are really overpowered. But I guess we'll have to see. I don't know if I want to do professions in this playthrough just because professions are just painful. You know, I really don't want to trouble myself with them, but yeah, maybe they'll become necessary. I guess we'll find out. Since I don't want to have to upgrade our armor, what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to buy the best stuff possible right now. And then we're going to keep using it. And because the next thing I want to do is do a couple of quests in order to unlock tome slots, because I feel like tome slots are going to be pretty important when it comes to it for the final challenges.